Hey guys, it's Rusty Dave. I'm back. Just a few things I purchased this week. Well, these guys I didn't purchase. I'll just start out right here. Found these two actually in the same vehicle. And any tools that we find in a vehicle, ask around the shop if it wasn't one of us, because most of the vehicles here, they'll come in, get work done, go back out. They might sit, come back in again, because most of them are our boss's vehicles. He buys them at auction and sells them, so you might have it in here 2-3 times before it finally leaves, so it might be somebody's tool. So I always ask. Nobody claimed them, so I figured I'd grab these. It's just a little 1/4-inch spinner handle. I can tell, where's the stamping at? By the stamping there, that it looks like a Mastercraft. Kind of beat up, you know. I figured I can't see anything. I already tried to clean it up a little bit, so I figured I'll clean it up. I'll probably paint it, even clear coat it, have a real nice thick coat. Don't know what color I'm gonna go with. Probably blue because it's Mastercraft. Keep that sitting around, you know. Could always use one. Then I found this interesting little screwdriver. It looks like a 1 Phillips, and then that caught my eye. Looks to be Japanese writing. I'm not sure the brand. Figured, you know, I might look into it. I'm going to keep that. I don't have any, well, I've been starting my vessel collection, so I have a few Japanese screwdrivers. And then that will be the last. This Princess Auto, and Canadian Tire. I grabbed a 3/8 19 12-point Craftsman. Now I have deep well 3/8 6-point sockets, but I don't have 12, and I needed it for something like last week. Can't remember what now, but it would have been nice to have it. I had to borrow, so now I got it. And then this is a torque stick, again from Canadian Tire, Maximum brand. That's their pro brand. This was from a set that was in the clearance section. And it was actually sitting out by itself because somebody had, a lot of times if they warranty an item and they don't sell it standalone, they'll have to open a package and pull it out. And it looked like they opened a package and they warranted 2 of these out, and then for whatever reason, instead of selling it in the case, they were selling them separate. So I think this guy was like $5. No, 7. It was $7, so I figured, why not? I don't have any torque sticks. Haven't even tried it yet, so try that out. It's 100 pounds. For the most part, that's what I torque lug nuts to. Just a general, you know, rule of thumb. Not tight enough to where you're gonna break anything, but not loose enough where anything's gonna come off. And then this guy here, I've been hearing so much. I remember that original meme tool bit set. And then now, oh, they got the meme tool 2.0, and it's just annoying as hell. I'm not gonna lie, one of the biggest reasons it's annoying for me is because I'm in Canada and we don't have any Harbor Freight, so I couldn't come down and pick one up even if I wanted to. But that new one at $80, that's crazy. This guy I picked up yesterday. This is a 1/4-inch bit ratchet set. Powerfist, the house brand there at Princess Auto. I just broke that little guy off. It's just a little tab on top. Let's open this guy up and take a look at it. Oh, $24.99. Was on sale down from $34.99. Let's check this guy out right away. I noticed those are spring loaded, just like the little Icon set. And then look, we got the ratchet. Looks like a bit ratchet. And then a bit handle. We got our sockets. Looks like 2 extensions, a universal. We have a little magnetic area to put your screws or whatever. And then we got our bits. Let's see, we got Phillips 1, a couple of 2s, 3. We got 4 different, that's just bugging me, 4 different sizes of the flats. Square 1, 2, 2 2s. Oh, we got a 3 down here. And then hex, we got 3, 4, 5, 6, and torques 10, 15, 20, 25, 27, and 30. They're not security, they're just regular. That's fine, I have my own security bits. All right, let's see. All this looks like it's like satin finish, which I don't mind. Sorry guys, I don't mind at all. Finish isn't the greatest. Like you can see, edges are kind of rough in some spots, but it is the Powerfist line, which that's what you come to expect because it's their bottom tier, line. If it was Pro Point, I would expect it to be a little bit better. This extension is actually pretty nice. I like the knurling. A lot of extensions don't do that, and it's very nice, so you can just get in there and spin off whatever you're doing. Fits in here pretty good. And this one, I was actually looking at this earlier. I don't know if it's just me, or I think that has a slight bend to it. I think so. I was trying to check, like rolling it like on the side, something like that. And I cannot tell. But again, it has some knurling. Chrome vanadium stamp there. Yeah, it's not bad. Not bad. But I was looking at these sockets. It goes from 4. There we go, there's your 4mm. And these sockets, again, they're not like high polish, but they're not as satiny as these guys. Got a little bit of a polish to them. They're not bad. They're just kind of your cheap sockets. Retention in here isn't that great. Goes up to 14. Nope, 13. And what I thought was interesting, I was checking this out. Look at this. You're looking at them from the top. You got some. They all look pretty decent. And then, for some reason, you got some like this guy right here. I think this is 10? 9. For some reason, looks a little different than the rest of them. Like the interior, the hole there is just completely different. And then you got these two. They are square. They're the only two that are square. So what is that, 10, 11? So I don't know. I was just wondering about that. I thought that was interesting. These guys are a little hard to get out, even with that low retention. Like I said, they're not terrible. But they're not great either. And then this guy, spinner handle. This, I really like these handles. You can see the gray, that's hard plastic underneath. This is all actually like rubber. This is two different types. This is like a harder, but it's still rubber, and then this is more grippy. And this handle I actually really like it has a real good fit. I can see myself using this quite a bit. And then let's see how, I'm trying to do this one-handed, how our bits fit. Yep. Bit retention is just magnetic. They don't snap in there, which is interesting, but magnet's strong enough. I really like those handles though. Let's check this ratchet out. And right away, look at that. It is 1/4 inch drive, and on the other side it has your bit drive. Right away, again, I love this handle. But you can see the finish is just not the greatest. Look at that, you can see the stamping, when they forged it out. They didn't grind it down. And look at this, it even has like a hunk taken out right there. And it's a bit of a rough edge. Now, not the worst ratchet I've ever felt, but it isn't good by any means. I am going to take this apart and grease it up, see if it changes it at all. It's not terrible. I don't like this 2-in-1 head. I think they should have just had the bit, bit ratchet, and just put it on this side. Selector switch works good. And then they should have just taken a bit that goes from hex to 1/4 inch, and they could have put it anywhere. You could have put it even right here, gotten rid of this little magnetic area. Bang, put it right there. Because this is just kind of, I don't get it. Because let's take a bit here, throw it in. Now look at that. You're sitting real high. Like, what if I'm trying to get in somewhere I don't have a lot of clearance? This whole anvil is just sticking in the way. And here, interestingly enough, it does actually have a retention like spring that snaps in to the grooves, just like a normal, you know, bit ratchet would have. So I'm having an issue pulling it out with one hand there. There we go. So it's a little difficult to get in and out, but that'll work in. But again, this is just magnetic. No complaints about that though, the magnet's strong enough. This I'll actually probably use quite a bit. This guy, not so much. I have quite a few bit ratchets and they're all better than this. Same thing with my 1/4 inch side, you know, I got quite a few and they all feel better than this. But I just got annoyed at people always looking at all those little meme tools, and then I figured, oh, I'll show what we have to offer at least. Now, you think about Princess Auto, it's kind of the Harbor Freight of Canada. Only thing is, it's more Harbor Freight circa like 2000, 2005-ish, you know, before they really started picking up steam and, you know, hitting it big with their Icon line and stuff. So Princess Auto is moving up and their quality is getting better, quite a bit better, but they're not there yet. I think this is a swing, and you know, they connected, but it's not a home run. This guy, I'm pretty sure that is bent. I mean, I'll take a straight edge to it and check it out later, but I'm pretty sure that's bent. And then this bit ratchet is just, well, this ratchet, because it's not just a bit ratchet, is just a miss. The head on this thing is terrible. Put a new head on this, and then we could be talking. But I'm not complaining. $25 compared to, you know, you guys over there with your Icon $80 set. I mean, yeah, sure, it has both metric and standard. This just has metric, but let's be real. This is all you're really going to use, you know, as a day-to-day. Unless you're driving an older vehicle, you don't need standard very often. So it is what it is, and I think this is a pretty good buy for $25. What do you guys think? Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment. You know, tell me what you think about this compared to if you have the Icon set, your own bit set that you like. I think I'll give this one try this one out, see how it is. Again, I don't like that ratchet, but I have other bit ratchets. I like this guy, these are Titans, and these are actually really, really nice. I like the swivel head. Maybe there's some way I can stick this in there, but then I'll have to put one that takes put an anvil bit in there. But this guy's quite a bit smaller, so I can't see it fitting in there without a lot of adjustment. So I'll keep it as is for now. All right, take it easy, guys.